Hello. Welcome to Rotonger's Literary Lounge, where I give tribute to some of my favorite artists and I tell you about the latest chapter of some of my published books. You know, we're going for the second round, okay? Love Chronicles, Blanket of Many Colors, and the book we're coming out again, because I've been through it, is Destined Love, Strange Affairs. Written by me, of course, Rotonger Burns Walker. Pick your copy up today. Amazon. What's my favorite word, guys? You know, peace. Now go spread it. So we're on the 5th chapter. I'm going to hurry to go through this. We're talking about Johnny's love life. Remember, the story is about 3 women that he's met. You know, he had a lot of women, y'all. He had the little black book. He had a date every night practically. And he was having fun. But 3 women he's met is changing the course of his life. But he only can end up with one because of his biblical teachings his parents taught him. Well, he has a beautiful woman he works with. Her name is Sally. He has a best friend that they started out romantically. Her name is Linda. You guys know about the woman that he's just encountered. He used to see her walking by their building. You know, he works in we're really in many floors in that office firm where he's a lawyer. And he used to see this woman with that sexy walk, and she has long black hair, you know, high cheekbones, rounded lips, and she's just stunning. Okay? We already know the story, okay, of him and his best friend. At lunch break, he goes to see her, okay? Background. Sally, his secretary, is out this week. He doesn't know how long she's going to be. She doesn't tell her business. So, I think it's a law that you don't have to tell human resources the reason why you're going to be out, but you just have to fill out that paperwork. So she fills out FMLA. Hint. Okay? So, he goes to his daily routine to see his best friend at the diner across the street from the building he works at. Guess what? Linda's not there. He goes to talk with Miss Lewis, the owner. Where is Linda at? I haven't heard from her several days. She said I didn't either, but she called me today and she was in a car wreck. She said her sister had to come and get her. She's been very sick. She got injured badly. He said, well, do you have her address? She told me that she moved, but I never got her new address. And I moved and I never really told her where I lived. So she said, no, I don't have it, but if you leave your number and she calls again, I will let her know that you're looking for her and that you wanted her address, and then I can call you with that information. He said, well, thank you, Miss Lewis. So he left. He was so worried about her, he didn't go out on his little dating sprees that he goes out every night after work. But he sees that little red car. He goes straight home, and he sees that little red Toyota like he's been seeing. Okay, he gets home, hangs his jacket up. He pulls out his phone, and he's calling Linda. Linda answers the phone. He said, Linda, I've been trying to figure out what's going on. I hadn't heard from you. You haven't called me. You got a new address, but Miss Lewis told me you've been out because you had an accident, a car wreck. What's going on? Why didn't you call me? She said, I've been unconscious. And I just woke up today. My sister, he said, sister, You didn't tell me you had a sister. You just mentioned that your parents died and that your aunt and uncle raised you. She said, yes, I do. She's 16 months older. She's my dad's firstborn from another woman that he was married to. My mom was his second wife. So, my mom and my dad, they passed away in a plane crash. So, nevertheless, that's how we're sisters. And she said, well, tell me a little bit about her. What's her name? She said, Sally. He got to thinking, my secretary's name is Sally. What's her last name? Longhart. He said, we cannot be talking about the same person. My secretary's last name is Longhart too. Is she petite, sandy, shoulder-length hair, high cheekbones, rounded lips, big hazel eyes? She said, yes, that's my sister Sally Longhart. He couldn't believe it. She said, well, leave it to Sally. She never mentions her personal life. She's just like me, but she's worse. He said, yeah, I learned it the hard way. The bottom line is, he said, Linda said, how? And then he said, never mind. She said, don't be trying to, no, that's off limits. But she kind of figured that he liked her sister. But nevertheless, he said, Linda, another surprise occurred. Guess who I met this morning? You remember that young lady I told you that I will see with that beautiful walk, long black hair down her back, just amazingly stunning. I met her today. She's taking Sally's spot. She works for a temporary agency. Gosh, she's so beautiful. And of course, Linda gave him some words of wisdom. Now, don't you try to start up nothing while she's working for you. This is implied. This is that telepathic thing that I was telling you guys about. Okay? They got to know each other so very well. Okay? So that's why Linda basically didn't want to lose them, because once you start that romantic type situation, it's hard to go back to being just friends. She wanted to keep him for a lifetime, so that's why she had to cut the romance off. He didn't want that because he felt she was the one. Okay, we're going to put a pin there, okay? And we'll come back. We'll come back later. Maybe next week, week after. Okay, so here we go. My tribute is going to be a young lady. She's beautiful in her own right. This message is for all the super women out there that are having a hard time with having a partner to meet their energy, because they don't need a man for financial reason or anything else but that matter other than love and companionship. But they seem to be lacking that right man. Y'all start praying about your soulmate. Let the Lord bring them, okay? Because wasting time with, I ain't going there, but you know what I'm saying? We have to, as women, pray. Pray and manifest God's blessing upon us with the right person. Stop going through that. Stop it. Am I preaching to some of you? I don't mean to be, but nevertheless, this is our lesson. So, Karyn White is a beautiful woman, and she sings the song Superwoman. This guy chased her. Lord have mercy. He chased that woman. She was like, She wasn't trying to go there, okay? But he chased her, and once he got her, they got married. They had children, or at least one child. And he just started taking her for granted. Like, okay, you do everything for me. I got you now. The chase is over. The fun stuff ends. And she was like, oh no, I'm not going to be taking care of your butt. And then you acting like I ain't supposed to get the love that I started going with you for. Yes, Sunday. But we all got a love story. If you don't, start praying. Don't get the wrong one. Okay. So I was singing Reminiscing, I'm Not Your Superwoman. Okay? Men, take a lesson. Love all of you. So, reminiscing, not exact. Okay, just tribute. Early in the morning, I put breakfast on your table and make sure that your coffee has its sugar and cream. Your eggs are over easy. Your toast is done lightly. All things missing is your morning kiss that used to be me. Now you say the juice is sour. It used to be so sweet. And I can't help but to wonder if you're talking about me. We don't talk the way we used to talk, and it's hurting me deep. I've got my pride, I will not cry, but it's making me weak. I'm not your superwoman. No, no. I'm not the kind of girl that you can let down and think that everything is okay. I'm only human. Oh, this girl needs more than occasional hugs as a token of love from you to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. So men, don't treat your woman like that. Treat her with love, sweet kindness. Give her that sweet kiss in the morning before you leave her. Mwah. And appreciate her. Flowers, whatever that she likes, give it to her. Keep the spice rolling. God gave us a supreme gift because he loved us so much. He gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believeth him shall not perish but have everlasting life. It's Sunday. I had to give you a scripture. But he also gave us that token of love so we can spread it, so we can have relationships. But that didn't give you the opportunity to be mean and not treat that woman or that man the way that God would have treated him, because he gave it to you. Now, he didn't give it to you. All those people, but one or two he did send your way that was soulmates, but you didn't treat that person right. And that person had to leave. So, I'm not your superwoman. That's the word for the day. And women, if you out there trampling around and acting like that man is, he done did you right and you up there doing what you do, he ain't your Superman, okay? Okay. I'll leave it there. God bless you. Sweet.